Tortilla. Today we're preparing ceviche, served as a canapé with avocado on tortilla crisps. Ceviche is a centuries-old Peruvian recipe created by the Incas, a way of preserving fish, cooking it or curing it with acidity and salt. And over the centuries, there's been versions throughout South America and Mexico using different ingredients. This one is Peruvian style with my little twist. So let's start. I'm using flathead. This is a flathead fillet that I bought from my fishmonger this morning. And you can see there are two parts to it as where they remove the bone. So I'm only using about 100 grams today, and it'll be enough for about 8 people. And I'm going to just trim it nicely, the ends. We'll get rid of these little brown bits here, there. Just trim the edges where there might be a little bit of scale or silvery residue. And let's start. Let's cut it into halves first. And then we're going to dice it finely. Not too fine. We want a little bit of texture to this. So, into a bowl. And here we mix in about a teaspoon of salt. Mix that through. The salt is great for keeping the fish fresh. When I buy my fish, I take a little ice pack with me, come home in the car, keep it really nice and fresh. Okay, so we've got the salt on there. To the salt, we're going to add some lime juice. Push down, and this releases the lime juice within the segment, so you'll get more juice. Cut it in half and squeeze it all out. I like it quite zingy. I'm going to use both halves. You'll need about 2 tablespoons. Okay, mix that through. And this raw fish will start to become more opaque as it starts to cook or cure in the lime juice. Next, on top of that, we're going to add some echalot. Now, these are cute little onions, and I love these little echalots. They are more palatable, easier to digest. We probably will only need about half of this echalot, so take the peel off and cut it into quarters, and then I'm going to cut very, very, very fine slices, and they're like quarter slices, moon shape, because after all you've got to think what's going to end up in your mouth in the canapé. You don't want large pieces of the echalot, and that, my friends, amigos, is enough. Lovely little thin slices. They can go on top, and they start to take on a little bit of the lime juice and salt flavour. Now at this stage, put it in the fridge for about 15 minutes, and that will have a nice little white exterior and quite raw and luscious in the middle. You can keep it up to a day and a half, and it'll be opaque all the way through. A little different, so it depends what you like. So while that is curing for about 15 minutes in the fridge, we can prepare a couple of other ingredients. Let's finally dice the chili. So cut off the end, cut it in half lengthwise, and we're not going to use the membrane or the seeds. So with a teaspoon, I'm just going to scrape them out. If any seeds remain, give it a tap and they fall out. Now some skin side down, curl those fingers back, and we want some really nice thin little julienne pieces. Again, we don't want to have too large a piece in the mouth with each canapé. And then back the other way. I have not marinated the fish together with the chili. I find that it becomes too spicy, but added just in last minute adds a little bit of piquancy with the chili without being too much. Of course, these are medium-sized chilies. They're not as hot as the little bird's eye. Next, let's prepare the avocado. I've chosen one yesterday that was just slightly firm. Today, it's, I think, perfect. So this is how you prepare your avocado. Stand it upright, heavy side down, and then turn your knife around as you turn the avocado. You get 2 beautiful halves, and to get this stone out, just a little tap, twist, and off it goes. So spoon, follow the contour of the skin, this beautiful pear shape, and turn it out. Voila! And we're going to dice, but I probably don't need too much more than 3 slices, say. Okay, so we've got our avocado ready. Now, if you want to do that in advance, just drizzle some lime juice over it and it won't brown. Also, if you want to store your unused avocado, pop the stone back in, put this skin on, and it'll prevent it from over browning and over oxidizing. So back into the fridge. After about 15 minutes, it's just starting to turn opaque on the outside. Let's add our chili. That's about a heaped tablespoon there. And some fresh ground pepper. Of course, there's already salt on there. And then let's mix it together. That lovely smell of the pepper and the chili, the echalot, the lime. Oh, it's very, very zingy. I taste the seasoning, the chili, the onion, and the freshness of the fish. It's really delicious right now. So let's start compiling. I have these lovely round tortilla crisps. They're made of corn and they're natural, no extra flavors. A little dice of avocado in the bottom. Top it with a spoon of this beautiful ceviche. Look at that. Lovely. And there you have a beautiful little morsel canape. What a lovely canape to serve on a hot summer's day. Lovely with a crisp white wine or a margarita or a beer. Enjoy making your ceviche canapes. Hasta la vista, baby.